Alright, let's see if we were to pick somebody up here. Let's see how it does. Goes around that vehicle. Amazing. There's someone crossing. Oh, oh. They decided not to. Much better. Much better. It's definitely slowed down going through that parking lot and through this area. Oh my gosh, it made that so beautifully. That was beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, so this is a little sketchy for me right now because I want it to go, but I don't want it to go at the same time. I don't. Alright, good. We're waiting for it to. Oh, we got a truck coming. Hopefully it doesn't go. Hopefully. Nope! We almost got smothered by that. That would have been a bad day. Almost, Tesla, almost. So if you look on this part of the map, we should be going straight up here and going straight up and then crossing over at this light instead of going this back route, which is actually, it might look like a smaller distance, but it's actually less improved roads, and then it also is taking us over all of this lanes here, all of these lanes here, versus going up here to a traffic light. So this, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a traffic light right here that we'd be making a left turn in, and for whatever reason it's not taking us there. So we'll see how it does. Only had one intervention so far where we had to stop from getting plowed over by a 18-wheeler. So I'm not going to acknowledge the upcoming lane change because I want it to do it all on its own, as much as possible with being safe at the same time. So and saw that there was no other vehicles, which is incredible. Well, we definitely haven't figured out how to go around potholes yet. It's alright. We're still in the learning process. That's why it's beta. Okay. Done a lot of improvements. It used to slow down tremendously when people would pull out in front of it, but now it doesn't do that. It actually keeps a steady forward momentum instead of slamming on its brakes. That is incredible. I feel Tesla has made leaps and bounds way more than other people have realized. And actually driving it, you can see the improvements so much. I wish we would have had. That was close. See how we're hugging to the right on all this stuff here? That was very close to some of that stuff that was placed outside. Like it says it sees it.
Now your destination is on the right.
Wow. That was impressive. That was one intervention the entire way that we had to go from Lowe's to Home Depot. So what we'll do is we'll reset again and go from Home Depot to Lowe's. Okay. So we'll type in Lowe's. Lowe's Home Improvement. Okay. So we'll activate autopilot and see where it goes. And everything should be set for us. Let's see if it keeps going. Go ahead. I gave it some throttle because it wanted to. I'm not really sure what it was going to do. The person waved me on and. Alright. It's stopping very far from where the actual stop is, but that's okay. Rather be safe than sorry. Right, we are definitely not picking a lane by any means. Oh, there it goes.
Now turn left onto Arkansas Avenue.
So the the human eye would be able to see just go straight forward. But for some reason, Tesla is not seeing that, and it's trying to figure it out as we're going, and it's skipping a little bit here and skipping a little bit there. It used to split this up, it's starting to do it again. Instead of staying to the right. So it should... I'm letting it do its thing, which we're definitely not in the... We're definitely not in the lane that we should be. But go ahead, go. I'm not sure what you're gonna do. I don't want to give it gas, or throttle, because I want it to figure it out on its own. Nope, you're gonna, I don't know what you're doing, Tesla, but you're gonna make it eventually. I have not hit the throttle yet. I'm really tempted to, but I let it do its thing, so hopefully it will learn. That wasn't a complete failure, it was just not as aggressive as it should have been in my view. You can see when other trucks come, it moves off to the side. But if it would just stay in its lane and not worry about other vehicles that are in that other lane, if they're not crossing over or they don't get too close to that line, we shouldn't have to worry about it. It's like we're scared or something. Last time it took us to go straight, but this time it's taking us left, which is amazing because that's a better road. Wow, that definitely cut across, and that was... If there was a car there, I'm guessing it would have went around it, but there wasn't a car there, but it should already know that it doesn't cross into that lane right there. It's getting off to the right-hand side, which is awesome. The thing is, there's not really any traffic right now at this hour, so I don't really have a lot to compare to, but at least it's better than what it was. Okay. It's getting in the lane itself. I'm not having to ask it to go into the lane or change lanes to get over. It's doing it all on its own, which is amazing. And that's what we're looking for, is for it to be able to take us from point A to point B without any interventions. It'll get over here soon. Just let it do its thing. We're still speeding up when it'll slow down, but you can see right here that it'll heavily use the regenerative braking. Sometimes it uses the brake, which if it just slowed down a little bit, it would be fine. Okay, get over. There we go. Go ahead. It did it all on its own. That's awesome. Let's see if it notices this fire. Let's see if it's gonna get over. Alright. Let's see if it makes this turn properly. Go ahead. There you go. Awesome. Alright, so last time I was in this, it didn't want to get over, so I got over, but I'm gonna allow it to do its own thing, so yes, awesome. Wow, what an improvement. What an improvement. I can't wait to compare the last video from going from Lowe's to Home Depot and Home Depot to Lowe's to this one. I had one intervention this entire time. Let's not jinx it. Hopefully it'll get us to the front entrance right now. So it's not noticing all of these lines here, so that's concerning for sure. Let's see, is it noticing the person? It is. Let's see what it's gonna do. Oh, it's noticing the car. Is it gonna notice the car? I'm trying to... Alright. So we're... It did it all on its own. And it folded in the mirrors. So this is all on its own. That was awesome. It folded the mirrors in for us. That was incredibly entertaining and amazing. I had 0 interventions from Home Depot to Lowe's. Only 1 intervention from Lowe's to Home Depot. And I'm not sure if it was due to the fact that I did have some camera issues this morning with my left panel, which I put in a service request, but I am getting some fog in that mirror. But that was awesome. Like, man, I am so excited to see what the next thing that Tesla brings out on this and their new updates, because this to me was by far not the best drive that I had so far.